You guys, welcome back to the vlog. It is absolute chaos. And I'm going to show you what I mean when I talk about the chaos of a renovation, because let me show you. I just put it on my Instagram stories too, because I was just like, this is our lives right now. This is our living room, our formal living room, which is great because they're protecting everything. But look at this. We had to patch some holes from like the early renovation. Like they had to install like the structure and the beams, and there were some holes, so they're fixing them because we're finishing up. Stuff everywhere. I just took this picture for the last vlog that you guys would have seen. I have all this kitchen decor out. We have boxes that have come in. We have pictures down from the wall. Oh, it's okay, honey. Our new hardware has come in, so that is here. We got doors for the fridge. I mean, and a kitchen in our living room. How do you feel about this?
I don't know. I don't know.
We feel like we have to get out. We're leaving. Kinsley's barking at them. Show them what we're working with? Yeah. This is what we've been working with. That is our kitchen. That is our kitchen table. Kinsley!
I've been eating for 2 months.
Romeo's been eating Velveeta for 2 months.
That, and then we have cereal.
Oh my God.
Campbell's noodle soup.
But when I tell you everyone is here, everyone is here. It's so exciting. We've got electrical happening. We've got stucco happening. We've got painting happening in the kitchen. We've got the hood going in on the outside. I mean, it is, everybody who's anybody is wrapping all their little things up. They're scratching off of my list of things that need to happen. I think they're going to paint the outside of the house tomorrow, since they're putting the stucco up right now. And it's randomly supposed to pour down rain in like 20 minutes. And I just told the guys, I'm like, it's gonna rain, all your stuff's outside. I'm like, be careful or whatever. We're gonna take baby, we're gonna go sit down somewhere for an extended lunch outside of the house. I got my video live. I need to get out. What do you think about this baby? Huh? He don't even know anything better. He just knows renovation. You're very cute. You are very cute. Let's go eat, honey. Let's go. You guys, it literally looks like we are either moving in or moving out of our house. Roy and I went to get lunch yesterday to just get out of the house because it was pure chaos. So now we need to kind of, I don't know, I can't, my brain is like all over the place. It's like I can't concentrate with this much stuff happening in the house in terms of like there's stuff everywhere. I just need to literally start at the front door, organize, make piles for what's going where. Like if things are going into the kitchen, like make an area designated for that so it's not kind of strewn all over, and also work through the house from the front door, like finishing projects. So they were able to patch the holes in the wall here, and they did paint it, and I didn't notice it yesterday when they had finished, but sitting at my couch, I see the difference in the new paint and the wall paint before, because it's the same color, same sheen, but it's just like, you know, the whole wall kind of needs to be painted so that there's no like line or you can't see it. So like from this angle, you can't tell. Like there was like a patch right there that they painted, but I think in person, I just want it to be perfect. You know, I don't want something to look, I don't want to look around the house and like be like, oh, that bothers me. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna paint this whole wall, and I have leftover paint. So as long as I go from like corner to corner and seam to seam, it's gonna look a lot better, and I'm not gonna be able to see that seam. And we're just gonna like go through the house, organize, clean. I just can't wait until we're actually able to move things in over there. My contractor actually asked me for an updated punch list this morning, just so that we were all on the same page about what still needed to be done. And the list is definitely significantly less. It's less than half now that's on the list. And some few things have popped up in the process because they were able to accomplish a lot over the last couple of days. But in doing that, there were a few more things that we had discovered. So we're working through it. We're like home stretch of getting into the kitchen for sure, but let's just start somewhere. We've got to get this. I have to. I cannot focus on anything else. Huh, Kinsley? What do you think? You just walk around Being pretty, huh? Okay, let's go gather some supplies. I know I already have everything I need to do to paint that one wall. I know I have leftover paint. I know I have paint rollers and things like that out here. We are definitely home stretch. They're actually coming to pick up like the porta potty and things tomorrow. So things are getting, our house is gonna get back in order really, really quickly, I feel like. That color is sculptor clay. I think it's down here. What did I use dash of pepper for? It's like, I remember that color, but what did I use it for? Oh, dash of pepper was our bedroom. It was dark. For some reason, I thought it would have been lighter. It's up here. Okay, paintbrush and a big roller. One of these.
Arizona garden, stucco in the heat. Let me take you dancing. Let me get you on your feet. Arizona garden with my little cactus flower. Let the day slip away in a golden hour. We've got nothing but time and music, and a sweet cool drink in the heat. Oh, I'll be beside you every step of the way, right here beside you every step of the way. Prickly pear in a sandy bed, holding you heals me, but loving you hurts my head. Oh, Arizona gardens in the afternoon. No matter what happens, it's me and you, baby. Nothing but time and music, and a sweet cool drink on her feet. I'll be beside you every step of the way, right here beside you every step of the way, every step of the way.
Much better. I mean, I know you can't tell a big difference on camera, but it definitely looks smoother and more complete, like a whole paint of coat, a whole piece was coated. So instead of just a patch. I love that I hid the plug behind our cabinet here for the lights so that you can't really see it underneath the pretty cabinet. But the sticky on the actual, I guess, sleeve things, I don't know the words to anything that I'm saying right now. You know, like to hide the cords, they sell those little like sleeves in a sense. Well, they come with adhesive backing. They're not very strong and it had fallen off already. It kind of came undone. So I'm gonna add this like double stick tape, but it's like I have this, it was in my stash. It's like removable poster tape. It can only help, you know, it's just not very sticky anymore. But the wall looks great. It's dried up now. So the wall dried while I was feeding baby. And now we can move the cabinet back. Finally get this room back in order. I'm gonna go to the center. So this is the center of the wall.
Okay.
So I think when we pull it back, we just gotta go towards you a little bit. Nice. That thing has been off center or out of place for 5 months since they had to make the holes. Why they had to make the hole in this room in the wall is when they did the beams and the support for the kitchen, because it's on the other side of that wall. So when they brought the beams in, they needed to bring them in, stick it, the end of the beam into this room so that they could just lift it on the other side. I'll put in the clip of how they did it, because it was why they needed the space. So it was easier to go through the drywall in this room than out the other side, which was the outside of the house and like concrete and stucco. That was hard, but it's been a hole for so long. So we've dealt with it. We've been living with this like plastic on the wall and these holes. It's nice to have things getting back to the way that they were. The basics are back. So I have had cornflower blue up here for a while, and I still feel like it's there. We're still there in that in that area, that stage, because it's still summer even though it is fully August. So let's try cornflower blue, but let's swap these out. These are like too green and stuff. I have some more hydrangeas that are drying out outside. They're like, you know, dying away. And so right before they're completely like cooked with the sun, I cut them and bring them in. And they're actually pink hydrangeas that dry this purple color, this deep purple color. Is so pretty. I've seen a couple of different techniques for drying hydrangeas. Some people cut them as they're starting to die and actually put them in water with a little bit of bleach so that they actually don't grow any like bacteria or mold or anything. Like the bleach will cut that. I've had success with just letting them dry out. You know, like just like cut them when they're starting to dry out outside and bring them in, and I've had luck with it. I feel like they don't wilt. If you leave them outside for too long, they'll start to dry and then wilt, especially if they're in like direct sun. We have a hydrangea plant that's in the front that isn't in like really, really super direct sun all day. So they haven't been like baking outside, but they're really pretty. I mean, these I just cut the other day in the other vlog that you guys saw, and they dried out. And I have a few more that I need to cut and kind of bring in already. So I was thinking, could we do like a blue and purple moment? Kind of into it. I've been playing with weird color combinations lately. I don't know what's up with me. Like I just like want to try something different that I've never kind of done before and like look at spaces differently. So let's go outside. Let's cut the rest. I'll leave these in the room because I feel like this is now like we're kind of phasing into fall. It is so hot today. I think this is the hottest day we've had. It's like 102. It feels like it's baking outside, so I'm kind of glad I'm going to cut these now. It is confirmed that the sprinkler system is back on. Otherwise, my garden would be cooked, like overdone. See, so they bloom this color, and this is actually even losing its color already, but they're very pink. Then when they start to dry out, they go to this color, and then they darken even more to a purple. So these are already, I need to go ahead and snip them. I snip it like pretty far back in a sense so that like all the way to where it goes into another stem. And then I take off all the leaves. We have a lot of new growth on this plant, so I think we should bloom again. I hate when squirrels like laugh at you. A squirrel's laughing at me right now. It like ran and then it's like laughing. At least I call it laughing. I don't know what it's actually doing. But it's like, this one I feel like has a little more to go. This one's ready. Pretty, and then they'll dry out more purple. And I think I might have one more hydrangea plant over there that I need to do that too as well. See, I liked it as like the darker dried out purple. I don't think I like the pink and the blue. I like the dark eggplant in blue for some reason. So these are a little too fresh to go in the blue one. But I do like the color here. Maybe we'll just swap the cornflower out for a little bit. Okay, I found my little white vase, but it's smaller than I remembered it being. This is the one that I put white roses in the kitchen on the sill. It's like the perfect size for that. I think for here it's like tiny. I have this one that is just good for like dried stuff because you can't put water in it because it's like carved wood or a form of it. This one's really pretty. I like the organicness of it, but it might be too tall. I kind of want them to sit where they're just kind of like in a bulb, like a bulb. Does that make sense? Like a little ball. Yeah, like just like that. Is that too tall? Feels too tall. It's like because the lamps are tall and skinny, I need something like short and squatty. You know, like I need balance. This one that's a little bit more of a shallower, you know, like in height, it's shorter. It's terracotta. It's got a wider neck though, so they're gonna lay differently. Do we like that color? I don't mind it. Let's work with that for a little bit. Let's get some books and candles and things. A neutral book, and we can bring in, I have all these books up here from our old shelf that we had in the living room on the wall. That shelf we actually moved up to Romeo's room, and on that wall I'm thinking I want to try the curio cabinet and make it more of a display piece of decor instead of dishes because I don't have a place for it anymore. I won't have any room in the kitchen, and I've looked around the house to see if there was like a spot that would make sense and be useful. Thought about it in our bathroom, but it's too deep. It would just be too big in there. The scale is off. And I even thought about it in here, like somewhere, you know, like there or here, you know, like on one of the walls. But I just feel like what's its purpose in here kind of thing. I feel like in the living room on that one stretch of wall, it might work. So we're gonna try that. And most of this stuff will kind of be decorated in there. A book or two, I can make it a little darker with this like charcoal book. Like this would keep it like light and airy, you know, and this would darken it up. It's too contrasting. Maybe warmer with willow. It's kind of starting to feel springy. This one is Arlo. It's the fruit candle. I just got some samples in of some colors that I've been playing with, and I got the final sample for our fall candle. Yes, I'm gonna have a fall candle, and it's launching early in the season, so I'm really excited. It's launching in just a few weeks. We have some really exciting stuff for holiday too, so I've been getting the finished samples in so that I can start planning photo shoots and stuff. These have been in the works for a while because obviously it takes time to make really pretty colors for the vessels and develop the scent and just make it perfect. So this tray we love to have here as a catch-all for our keys and stuff. So once I added this, the books were starting to throw me off with the gray. So I swapped the gray for more of a green, it's more of an olive green color, and put the neutral on top. And I think it's more calming to the eye. Now in a few days, these hydrangeas are going to be deep purple. You know, so it's gonna feel less spring and more fall, I feel like. And then I always love to have brass elements, so I like to bring it in some way. But I like the brown candles because then that further, you know, kind of made it like we're going into a new season almost. I love brown, and I think that brown and this color right now looks really good together. So we'll put like a few of these like that. This chair back where it goes. And although it's not the prettiest, since we don't have like an entryway closet in our house, I would love that. I've actually thought about what more we could incorporate when we did the kitchen renovation. I worked on trying to figure out how to get a closet in this room from that space. I also worked on how to get a like powder bath. That was one of the other things I wanted to, but the space just wasn't quite large enough. It is a decent sized kitchen now, but if we wanted to have a dining room and a kitchen all in one, there just wasn't any room. There just wasn't a corner that I could kind of like cut out. I would have to expand a wall, and then you think about like that changes roof lines. That's a whole different thing. That's adding an addition. That requires a different permit, I imagine. It's a whole thing. So ideally we would have an entryway closet. I want to find a really pretty coat rack because I want to put a coat rack in this corner. But for now, this chair holds the diaper bag, the go bag, with all of his essentials in it. So it's like literally the perfect chair for it. It just sits there. And when we're on our way out, we grab it, we make sure that it's stocked with everything that we need. Get these chairs back. Everything was like moved to a different spot. We were just making the most of what we could, you know?
So handsome. Get a bath later today.
Bath day. So instead of just this being storage for my decor to go somewhere else, I want to get it put back together. Dust it, clean it, everything. And this is very sad. When we started demo, I had that shelf on that wall and there was a loud bang. Loud, like they were doing lots of loud stuff. Obviously it was renovations, and I should have moved all that stuff and I didn't. On the opposite side of the wall, things flew off and things broke. And if you guys know this bottleneck, this skinny neck vase that I love, we're gonna glue it back together, but it slid off and its neck broke. Oh, I was so sad, but we have to fix it. This has to be like a little project that we work on. Oh, baby. Baby's joining the decorating party. I think I finally figured out how to put this thing on and how to put him in it. It's kind of complicated until you kind of get it down, and then he loves it. He's just like, he feels very secure to me. So I'm gonna get things done. My hands are free, but he's like really secure in it. He doesn't like move around, and I can bend down with him still being attached to my chest. Something that our finisher said about our cabinetry and anything in your kitchen that's either stained or painted, Pine Sol is the best one. Pine Sol multi-surface cleaner, but the blue one, not this one. This one we just have. That's why I'm using it in here. But Pine Sol with the blue label, it has no ammonia. So the ammonia is what will break down your paint or your stain or a sealer that's on something. So if you use this along with a microfiber cloth, which I actually should be doing, it helps to pick up everything. It's the best combination to clean any of your surfaces that are paint or stained. So keep that in mind. I should be using, all the microfiber cloths are outside because we don't have a place to put them, because I would normally put them under the sink in the kitchen. We're gonna get the blue one. I don't know what the difference or why he prefers the blue one over this one, but I'm gonna look into it. Okay, we're going for simple styling here. You can do some books. I'd like to tie in the pink / soon to be purple from over there onto the mantle. A little bowl. Kind of put back kind of what I had for spring, just maybe in an updated color palette. I like to keep these matches here because there are long fireplace matches, even though we have not yet lit our fireplace since we've lived here, because it actually needs to be serviced. That was one of the things that they told us during the inspection of this house when we bought it, that there was a loose brick up at the top, and just in general it just needs to be looked at, and if anything needs to be fixed on it. So I want to have someone come and look at it now so that it's ready to go this winter, so that we can light it, because this is Kate's first Christmas. It's your first winter. Okay, wait, taking a quick break because I just got a delivery. I have put what's in these boxes in my cart. I'm not kidding you, no less than 5 times. And I do it and I put them on my cart and I want these pieces, and then I just don't commit. And I think it's because the kitchen wasn't finished, but I was like, oh my gosh, if I order something now, you know, like I'm not gonna be able to put it in there, and then they're just gonna sit like everything else. So I kept hesitating, and then I'm like, oh, I hope that they don't like not sell them anymore, and I've been looking at them for months. And it's from Zara Home. Let me show you. Because you guys know I love vintage dishware. right? Like I love to collect things that are really good quality that are not new. But it's hard to find lots of pieces in what I like. And I want some that aren't so precious to me, that look like those pieces, but aren't so like precious, like in terms of like, oh, I don't want to use them because I don't want anything to happen to them. And I don't want to use them for party. Like, and I tend to only be the one to actually use them or just use them to take photos of. And I wanted some that I could use all the time, truly. I got this set from Zara Home. These are about $10 a piece. I think they're so pretty. They're so pretty in person. They're obviously blue. They come in blue and green. And this is the soup bowl, I think. And I just got a set of 4. I got 4 dinner plates, 4 soup plates, 4 bowls, and the platter. Platter is definitely a good size. See, that's pretty. Look at the scalloped edges, which the bowl has, but not as dramatic. You see how it's more subtle of a scallop? This is so pretty. My kitchen! I'm so excited. The platter is $35.90. So not bad, the prices are really good. Definitely more of a shallow bowl. So if you like to eat cereal, like we do, we are a cereal family, it's a little bit more shallow. Oh, and the pattern is more dramatic on the dinner plate. It's more full instead of having so much white. Now that I'm seeing the dinner plate in person, I feel like I should get 8 of the dinner plate. I think maybe it's worth to have. Maybe I should have bought 8 of all of them. Ah! This was definitely a win for me. Wow, you like this one, huh? You like that one? He's kicking. I got this like lovery pack for like developmental Montessori toys and things that come like every so often as he grows. And it had like a whole bunch of, you know, different things. And so they can see in black and like high contrast right now. He loves this thing. He just like, he'll stare at it for like ever. This stone is a polished travertine, and the more I look at it now, it looks not quite as warm as the one that we picked for the kitchen, but it definitely has like the same vibe. So I'm actually really happy about that like the rooms are, you know, tying together. Okay, so I think that there will be one pile of stuff in this room still. And I think it'll be over by the window, and it'll be all of this kitchen decor that I just took out so that I knew what I had when I start to decorate the kitchen this week, when they're like complete. So I'm gonna need it literally in a matter of days, so I don't wanna pack it away. Vacuum, mop, and things are going to be back together. This room already feels so much better, and I have things on the stairs that need to go upstairs and be organized, so that'll be like the last thing that we do. Oh, you guys, I feel better already. Just this room being put together is like monumental. And we're just gonna continue this for like the next couple of days. I'm just gonna continue working through the house. Hopefully we will be able to start organizing the kitchen and moving our stuff in like within a matter of a couple of days. Yeah, I know, you're so excited, huh? Next project is tackling these archways, because I've just been waiting until they were done with the kitchen so that I could make that new archway match these. So it's kind of like my finish. I need to get in there so I can do my finishing touches. And I only wanted to relearn how to do it once. That's why I was waiting to do that one so I could finish all of them. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us today. My days are feels so much longer and my projects take me so much longer. Like I tackled one room today, which was an accomplishment because I did have to paint a wall, and I did have to like organize and redecorate and move furniture. So that is a lot, but I just have to stop, you know, every so often and feed baby and tend to him, which gives me so much joy. So it's what I want to do. I want to do both. You know, I want to get my life back in order and work on my projects, but I also just want to like be with him and stare at him. But I will see you guys again in a couple of days for a new video. We are back up to 2 vlogs a week. I'm hoping. I mean, every week is different, but I'm hoping that our lives are calming down now so that I can get more on a plan and a schedule. Like collectively, Romeo, me, and baby can all start to get on a routine. And I know that he's changing all the time, so that's hard to do in terms of, you know, I'm not saying like his sleep schedules and things like that. I'm just saying more of a routine for like my work and Romeo's work and trading off. And we've been getting really good, but I think my brain is craving some kind of like routine and structure. As soon as his kitchen is done, I'm not going to be on somebody else's time schedule. You know what I mean? And we're going to be able to get it done. Oh, you're hungry, huh? Already. You just ate and you're hungry again. Bye, guys. Okay. Let's go.